Welcome to the modern period. Did you know this is the time we are currently living in? As a reminder, we are working backwards in time, starting with the modern period, or music since 1900, then going backwards to the Romantic period, backwards again to the Classical, Baroque, and then Medieval Renaissance. First, we start with an interesting quote from Aaron Copland, a modern composer. The entire history of modern music may be said to be a history of the gradual pull away from the German musical tradition of the past century. What does that mean? Well, most of our music history courses are about big, white German dead guys. The huge symphonies and important works that they created that are still performed today. They are so beautiful and artistic and intelligent and all of those wonderful things. But how do we compete with those? I'm not going to be Beethoven, but I still want to matter. I'm going to say something with my music. It just might not be the same way it was before. Well, first to note is that our current time period encompasses a lot of different trends as an attempt to answer these questions we have as composers. So, what goal should your music have? Should it have a goal at all? Is there a reason why you're writing the music? Is it for a specific person or group, or about a certain subject? What is the point? Does it have a point? Is it okay to write music for yourself? All of those questions are summed up in our three main struggles for this time period. The balance between tradition versus innovation, between high art and audience accessibility, and individual expressive goals and community relevance. Write those down in your study guide. So let's take a look at those individually. The balance between tradition versus innovation. So what is tradition? Think of it as our big white German dead guys and their massive symphonies. But I'm a modern composer. How am I going to write something as significant as Beethoven? Maybe I need to do something new, aka innovative. New ideas, creativity. One specific example we'll look at is the piano. How do I make the piano new and have a unique voice for the people of today? Well, we traditionally play the piano keys, right? Some composers innovate and the piano and play the strings inside instead. Tradition versus innovation. Number 2, high art versus audience accessibility. Provocative question here. Is art for everyone? Or is art reserved for the educated? Should there be music written for a small, specific group of people? Or should it always be written for everyone? You might be thinking, duh, it should be for everyone. But let's dig a little deeper. Do you think that you listen to the same music that I listen to? I'd guess we probably have some favorites in common. But I'd also guess that some of my musical tastes you'd never listen to. For instance, I sometimes listen to weird flute pieces from the 20th century. Do you do that? Probably not, but that's okay. So let's start with audience accessibility. Music that is easily accessible or understood by the masses. It would be basically any song on the radio. You don't have to think. It's not algebra or difficult to understand. It's like Whitney Houston's Dance with Somebody. You hear it and instantly you're singing along. It's a mood, right? And millions enjoy it. Then there's the music that doesn't have billions of streams. High art music requires a bit more effort on the part of the listener. It's not immediately understood. It's probably not catchy. It may be weird, and it's probably not created to earn millions of dollars. It's like Death of Pan, performed by my fave Claire Chase. Linked below this video, you should check it out. Keep in mind though that one is not better than the other. It all depends on your values as a composer. We'll listen to both options in this course, some jazz, pop, rock, hip hop, and some high art too, like John Cage and George Crumb. Think of it this way. I have some artwork in my house and above my head even. This one is easy to understand and objectively pretty, okay? This one just looks nice when you walk into my room. The colors make me feel happy. It's just pretty, easy to understand. Then I have this other piece of art to show you. This one is a little more difficult to understand and maybe reaches a much smaller audience. This one has sentimental value to me though, since I lost him to addiction. Number 3, individual expressive goals versus community relevance. Should your art be focused on what you want to express or how it will affect others and inspire change? Here's a silly example. Think about my girl, Taylor Swift. She tends to write a lot of music about past relationships and how she's sad. It's a little simplistic, but you get the idea. And that's totally fine. A lot of people enjoy listening to that type of music. On the other side though, there's also music that is written to affect culture, to inspire change, to comment on social issues or other things that need to change. Examples like Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, Black Eyed Peas' Where is the Love, or Strange Fruit performed by Billie Holiday. Both options are legitimate. We probably don't want our playlists to only be filled with change anthems, but maybe not all about ourselves either, right? So, how does music of today break away from the music of the past? Think about the music you listen to versus the music your parents listened to. How is it different? Maybe you listen to the same music. How has music changed in the past 20 years? 40 years? Take Elvis, for example. There was a time when Elvis could not be videotaped from the waist down because his hips were too suggestive. Is that true today? How has earning money changed? How are musicians earning money in the modern period? Well, streaming mostly. We have a much easier way of reaching people through the internet. People can listen to any music for free. That's pretty amazing. What streaming service do you think pays the best and how much? This might surprise you. According to a study from 2021, Xbox actually pays the best and comes in at a staggering 2 cents per stream. YouTube, maybe where you listen to music the most frequently, pays 0.00074. Also, when is the last time you bought a CD? Keep in mind there are also revenue from live performances. Finally, in what type of venue is music mostly performed in the modern period? In the past, we're performing in the concert hall or at someone's house. Today, we can perform anywhere, on the street, at the mall, in an outside venue like a rock concert, anywhere.